Welcome, class of 2023. My name is Corey Ellis, and I'm the Social Studies Department Chair here at Lee High School. Today, I am here to help you make your decision for your Social Studies coursework next year. And before you make your decision, there are two things you need to consider. The first thing you need to consider is what content you would like to study more of. Your two choices are either World History 1 and World History 2. Secondly, what level do you want to take this course at? Would you like to take a standard level, World 1 or World 2, or an honors level, World 1 or World 2 course? So first, let's look at content and give you a better idea of the content differences for World 1 and World 2. So if you'd like to know more maybe about the Vikings or why the Great Wall of China was built, maybe Genghis Khan could answer that question. Or maybe you'd like to learn about the ancient city of Machu Picchu in Peru. And of course, who wouldn't want to learn more about the Parthenon, located on the Acropolis in Athens? So if you're interested in this content, maybe World History 1 is what you want to choose. So World History 1 covers prehistory to roughly about 1500. And just some of the content covered, and not all of it, is ancient Greece, Rome, and Egypt. We also look at the South American empires, the Aztec, the Incan, and the Mayan. Lots of interesting historical individuals such as Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Charlemagne will be studied. Religions such as Buddhism, Hinduism, Confucianism, and Islam, as well as maybe some not so uplifting things such as the Crusades and the Black Death. Regardless of what content we study, we always work on skills. No matter what social studies course you take, we will be working on skills that will help you throughout your high school, college, and vocational career. Some of the skills we work on include investigation, which includes academic inquiry and research, basically finding out why things happen. We also work on communication, lots of writing, includes paragraphs, essays, research papers. You'll also be doing many oral presentations in front of the class. Critical thinking, looking at cause-effect relationships, comparing and contrasting timelines, also looking at primary and secondary sources, lots of maps, images, and finally, evaluation, which includes looking at the accuracy of history and who is telling history and what perspective is that history being told from, looking at bias and propaganda. So maybe you're thinking World History 1 content isn't for you. Well, maybe you'd like to learn more about World War I and trench warfare, or you're really into art and the Renaissance. Maybe Napoleon is someone you want to learn more about. Or World War II and the Normandy invasion on D-Day. Or you've wondered what the Cold War was and why it started and how it ended. So if you are interested, maybe World History 2 is a course you'd like to sign up for. So World History 2 starts at 1500 with the Renaissance and Reformation. Lots of interesting historical figures, including Napoleon, Queen Elizabeth I, Mao Zedong of China, Nelson Mandela of South Africa, and Mahatma Gandhi of India. Also look at revolutions, whether it be the industrial or scientific revolution or political revolutions, such as the ones that occurred in France, the United States, and Latin America. And of course, World War I and World War II, and the Cold War that followed World War II. Same skills, investigation, communication, critical thinking, and evaluation will all be covered in World History 2 as well. So the second question that you need to answer is what level course you'd like to take, and what's the difference between a standard level course and an honors level course. So what are those differences? Well, honors courses tend to focus a lot more on writing, and you'll probably be doing a research paper at least one or two. It's usually a faster pace of instruction, and sorry to say, there's usually more homework. But who doesn't like homework, right? Also, a lot more collaboration with fellow classmates and working on performance-based assessments and not our standard pencil, paper, fill-in-the-blank type tests. And we also focus on more summative assessments, so there will probably be more of those. And finally, looking at historical sources, looking at primary, secondary sources, looking at historical perspectives. So upper level skills will be focused on as well. But whatever you decide, you will not be disappointed. We have a wonderful staff, and if you have any questions about the content or about whether you should take standard or honors, please feel free to email me. My email is on every slide. It's cjilles@fcps.edu. So I wish you the best of luck, and I look forward to meeting you next year.